in 1 Samuel chapter 15, it talks about how the Lord came to King Saul and said, hey, I want you to go and kill King Agag and all the Amalekites. Leave nothing breathing. Animals, young, old, slaughter everything. Well, King Saul didn't listen to the commandment of the Lord. He left the king Agag alive and some of the animals because the people wanted to sacrifice some of the animals, the good ones. And so he did because he feared the people. Next thing you know, here, Lord sends Samuel to go talk to King Saul and tell him that he didn't obey the commandment of the Lord and what was going to happen to him. Well, when Samuel went to go tell him the message, Samuel asked him, did you do it? Saul was like, yeah. And next thing you know, here's Samuel saying, well, then why do I hear the animals in my ears? Why do I hear this if you did it? Well, Saul was like, well, all right, well, I left Agag alive and the animals because I fear the people because they wanted to sacrifice them. Well, here you go. So Samuel told him, well, you didn't obey the Lord. You failed. And this is what's going to happen and whatnot, that he wasn't going to be king anymore, basically. Well, next thing you know, here's Saul begging and pleading, pulling out his mantle. 2 and 3 times he's begging him. Samuel eventually turns around, looks at him and says, bring me King Agag. So Saul brings the King Agag to him. And it says that Samuel hewed him in pieces because Saul didn't do it. So Samuel did it. Well, let me tell you about what it says in 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. So it says right there, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. So when you're rebelling against God, do you know that's actually witchcraft? That's a concerning thought. So the next time you think about rebelling against God, you might want to rethink that one. That's just food for thought. I'm not saying you're rebelling, and I'm not saying you would, but that's just a thought. You got to remember that there's his word's deep. So that might be a reconsideration on your part if you decide to do that. Blessings from God the Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Godspeed. More's coming.